Hello, I'm Yashis Mullikarjan, and I'm the founder and president of Amicus Students. So what are we? Our mission statement, says we fight apathy and give us, the people, the students, the individual, a voice. So what do we really do? So just starting off with a little background. Written into the Constitution, there's a piece called Amicus Briefs. So the judiciary section in the Constitution is fairly small, but in it they have a few key details. One of them is the fact people are allowed to write amicus briefs, or amicus curiae briefs rather, and submit them to the courts. So what are these amicus curiae briefs? So in Latin they essentially translate to briefs written by the friends of the court. So what do these do? Essentially, these courts written by people, it can be anyone, but these briefs written by people are read in the court, and the Supreme Court justices, along with the oral arguments from each side, they consider these, quote, friend of the court briefs in their deliberation when they make landmark decisions. And as we all know, the judiciary system is very significant. Just recently, they ruled allowing for both transgender rights, rights of homosexual marriage, and other things. So they're really necessary in the sort of status quo to create fundamental change that allows for the, quote, continuation of society. So what are the problems with amicus briefs in the status quo? So there's a fundamental problem with these amicus curiae briefs. Right now, despite the founder's intent to empower the person, they're only being written by lobbyists and other people entrenched within Washington. It's simply people who aim for their own personal benefit of their party, not for their own opinions, not to create praxis for fundamental change, and they're quite obviously biased because people are literally just paying legal scholars to write them for their own interests. So the main goal of this organization, Amicus Students, is to empower the individual, the student, to write these amicus briefs. Right now, there are barriers that exist. People do not even know what this is. But instead, we can empower the person to voice their own opinions, not by setting an overall viewpoint like other activist organizations that just have a sort of overarching idea that everybody must follow by one person. This sort of tyranny is not what our organization wants. Our organization empowers each person through amicus curiae briefs within the judiciary system to voice their own opinion and, quote, sway the courts. So any friend of the court to various state, appellate, or Supreme Court can sway it. Right now, I'm writing a brief for Carney v. Adams to fundamentally change what it means in the status quo about discrimination regarding political orientation and the precedent that sets. In addition to this, landmark cases are felt for years, even centuries, and i.e. through the abolishment of legal Jim Crow, through Brown v. Board and other things. It's really significant through these court things. So we really are founded upon the principle that any member of the populace can change the outcome of the Supreme Court. So what we do is we remove the barriers to file an amicus curiae brief. We provide the resources necessary to file them. We provide the resources necessary. Along with that, we actually go through the steps to actually file the briefs. As of right now, it requires a lot of steps to file them. 40 copies must be printed. Along with that, there's a lot of bureaucratic red tape that must be attended to. And last but not least, you have to take a trip to Washington to file these briefs. It's not quite simple as everything exists, so we aim to sort of destroy these barriers and also sort of create change to allow these to exist to everybody, to allow everyone to create a change in the judiciary system. If we look at every other branch of government, whether the executive or legislative, we have power to elect the people. It's only the judiciary. That is why amicus briefs are written into the Constitution, so the individual can do something about the courts, voice their opinion, and sway them. It's really necessary that the populace knows about this and we're able to get the word out. Use our organization to file these amicus briefs. Contact us at any time through this website. We offer in-person connections to mentor you in the art of writing amicus briefs, and a lot of content is on its way. It's really a beginning of a movement. Just contact me at any time and I can help you out. I can file the brief. Just anything. We run off donations, school funding and school funding to come, and etc. So this is a really cool thing, and I'm really passionate about this, and I'm really excited for where we can lead this to society. Thank you.